This is GZO. Welcome back to the studio. I had an incredible start to the new year, and we'll make a video about that soon. However, two of my worst fears became a reality this year. Number 1, I stopped drawing. I grew anxious and cold. I fully succumbed to the monotony of my work life with no balance. I knew I needed to leave and find myself again through art. I needed to escape my head through action. Art is education and freedom. Illustration is action and mental stimulation, just like exercise. Play is perfect and important for growth. I can be unattached to the outcome because the point is to enjoy the process. That's why I'm naturally drawn to this craft. That's why most people are naturally drawn to drawing, whether it's sketching, a quick picture, or just doodling on a piece of paper. It's something that comes natural to all of us. I use it to study science, human anatomy, details of the physical world that most people otherwise wouldn't pay attention to. I decide to sit down and study the craft. Art is my discipline, my talent, and hopefully one day my profession. More importantly, I needed to draw without the pressure of perception, without being seen, without the anxiety, the pressure of meeting expectations or deadlines, which will inevitably lead to burnout, especially creative burnout. If you're constantly having to meet deadlines for the sake of meeting the deadline, then there's a lack of creativity and natural flow. Following that train of thought, I was inspired to draw eyes. It not only fits the theme of being seen, but adds to the anatomy studies in my sketchbook, especially for facial features. Drawing eyes is something everybody loves sketching for some reason, especially if you're really into manga. I've always wanted to practice realism and perfect photorealistic eyes, so I used photos as a reference. Some of the eyes were drawn without reference. Without recording the process or editing for someone else's viewership, I needed to draw for myself. This practice, this action, is deeply personal. These private moments with my imagination are precious to me. I empty my mind onto the paper. It's a journey I take alone, from the moment inspiration hits me, from the moment the pencil tip touches the page, to the last stroke of my hand marking the end of a piece. In the end, whatever I create, as long as it comes from my love for the craft, my enjoyment of the process, is beautiful. Speaking of beautiful, let me toot my own horn for a second. I'm extremely proud of this piece. I did not want this to be just another anatomy sketch. I wanted it to feel like a finished product. I was very intentional with the format and tools I used to present this as a standalone picture. I utilized the contrasting color scheme of the red pencil for sketching and standard blue ink ballpoint pen to produce the finished details. Inking with a ballpoint pen is a skill and art form in and of itself. It forces me to practice executing details in irreversible ink. Moreover, it's just really fun to experiment with a different medium. I've seen it myself.
One eternity later.
Permanent results make me feel like an artist again. I created something from start to finish. What do you think? Go ahead, leave a like and comment if you also feel inspired to draw and enjoy the freedom of creating. If you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe.